Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ife, and on this channel I talk about faith, I talk about relationship, and I also talk about real life issues. Thank you for the love in my previous video. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions that were made. Today I have a man of timber and caliber, His Excellency, His Royal Majesty, His indispensable royalty, the person of my tea. People should shout and make a drum roll.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Are you sure? I dragged this man here to come and talk. So you should make sure you subscribe or you leave a comment so that you'll be seeing it. So today we are going to be talking about important conversations we had while dating that we feel is helping us now while married. I've just been married for a bit, but at least we are good.
Yeah, we're seeing the results of the conversations.
We are seeing the results of the conversations, and we believe that it can only get better. Before we start, please do well to subscribe, do well to turn on your post notifications so you get notified when I post the video. Also like, comment, and also share the video so that it can help other people that are in their dating stage and are looking towards getting married. So the first thing I would like to say, or the first important conversation we had, and this is not even in any order. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah, but the first conversation we'll be talking about today is conversation about our family, our family members, and all of that. So it is mostly believed that, or it is believed that when you get married, you're just starting your family. So it's my husband, my wife, me and my husband, me and my wife. But the truth is that your husband or your wife is somebody else's son and somebody else's daughter. They are somebody else's brother or siblings and all of that. So they are coming from somewhere. It's not like they fell down from the sky and you just pick them up to marry them. They have spent some years in their home or with their family, and they will always be a part of their family, and that family will always be a part of your marriage, even if your nuclear family is like the priority. So one conversation we had during dating was about our family, discussing the strengths and the weaknesses of each member of our family. And it's not discussing the weaknesses to make the person look bad. It's not, you're not talking bad about the person, but you are just making making your partner understand, oh, this is how this person behaves, this is what this person likes, this is how this person likes to be loved, this is how this person reacts to things and all of that. And I think it has actually been beneficial to us, because there are some little things that you might want to get offended by, but you are not really offended again because
you understand the person.
Yeah, that this is how this person behaves. And I also feel that it helps your relationship with the person. Sure. So for example, you can relate with my dad based on the understanding you have about him, and I can also relate with his mom and his siblings based on the understanding you have about them.
Sure, and it also helps too in your relationship in between the family, so that when you're interacting with the parents or when you're interacting with their siblings, you already understand how they think, you understand their mindsets, you understand their character, so don't be any difference. It helps you to even blend in easier. Because it has really helped me to actually breeze into the family. I might be amongst them and you might not.
And my mother is always shouting, this is our son, this is our son. In fact, she likes this boy more than me now. Mommy, I know you watch this thing.
So when you understand them, it helps you to know how to interact with them, because you know how they think, you know the things they like, you know the things they don't like, you know even the right things to buy or give to them, the right gifts, because you understand their love languages, you understand their mindsets. So it just helps you blend into the family easier.
Better, yes, and it helps you to also accept them, because aside from loving your family people because they are your family, you also love them and you relate with them based on your understanding. So there are some things that maybe your brother or your sister will do to you that you will not get angry because not their way. Do you get? And if your partner also has that understanding about your family, they find it easy to relate, and they are not seeing themselves as we are in-laws, we are both, like the relationship is better, or it gels better. So have important conversations about your family, and it's not, don't have conversations that will definitely make your family people look bad, because no matter what, they are still your family. But have constructive conversations that will help your partner understand your family better. I think that's the better word. Have constructive conversations that will help your partner understand your family better, because definitely they are part of your marriage.
Sure.
So the second thing I would like to say we spoke about was deal breakers.
Yeah.
Very vocal about our deal breakers.
Things that we felt could affect the relationship, habits, behaviors,
Characters.
Relations with external people.
Yeah, boundaries.
Just some little things that you just feel like you might be able to endure, but on the long run, it's something that you won't really like. So
I can remember one deal breaker that we discussed about from the end. So when I'm angry, I usually say and unsay and do and undo, but I'm getting better now. See the way it just is. And I can remember Toby doesn't really get angry like that. So most times I'm the champion of the fight and the winner of this fight. So I can remember we had an argument one day, and I was busy running my mouth like as usual. I was just talking, you did this, blah blah blah. I was just talking, and it just went off. I was kind of surprised because I'm like, this is not how this person is to be able for this person to react like this, meaning that you have overshoot your welcome or your gap. So I'm like, I'm sorry, and it was like, even when you're angry, you should find a way to constructively discuss your pain points. You don't just go around talking to people anyhow because you're angry. Even if you want to say your mind and leave it at that, but know how to constructively say, this is what you did that I did not like. Don't just talk anyhow. So I feel like that was the deal breaker for him. Although people might see it like it's not a big deal, but it's something that he knew that this can't work with me, or this will actually destroy marriage. It could be deal breakers like, when you go out, let me know where you are. You can't just go out without letting me know where you are. You can't just invite people over and not tell me before bringing them over. You can't just so deal breakers they are not necessarily red flags, but they are things that you know that you cannot live with on the long run, because marriage is for eternity.
Yeah, because I also had an issue with that too, because I'm someone that likes to keep to myself. And I sometimes forget that I don't speak about some certain things.
Yeah, so it's like
she really likes openness when you talk about.
You told me? I'm like, no, you tell me.
Sometimes I feel I've already explained, or already maybe made her to understand, okay, this is what I'm going to do today, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going. So now she might just call me, okay, where are you? I say, I just decided to branch by and just meet this person, or just stop by here. So there are things that really I felt that at the point it started affecting the relationship, because it felt like I was keeping some things, but to me
it
wasn't really a big deal, but I didn't know it was like a really big deal to her. So
if you are going to change your plans, you tell me. You don't just spring up and say, maybe you say we are meeting by 6, then 15 minutes to 6 you are telling me, sorry babe, something came up. No, honesty I think was a very big deal for me. Honesty and openness. And I made him know that these two things, they are like very big deal for me. I cannot relate with you on the long run if you are not completely honest, if you are not completely open in your relationship, your finances, like things that are bothering you, where you are going to. So you should also discuss your deal breakers. I feel that this will help the longevity of your marriage on the long run.
So another thing we actually spoke about was understanding our careers and our future goals. So it's actually very important to talk about your career paths, talk about your plans for the future, be it profit or non-profit. You might want to start up an NGO, you might want to start up a new side hustle. So it's actually very important to talk about your careers and talk about your goals. You might be dating someone that is maybe at a low level in his organization, and 5 years down the line is going to be traveling from a state to another state. So you might be dating like maybe an accountant or engineer that has to spend like a month in this state, will come back and spend a month at home. So doing long distance relationships. So you need to talk about your career goals and your paths. Okay, it might even be your mindset. It might be that, okay, this person has a long mindset about doing big things in the future, and you on the other hand might just be that, okay, you just want to be a local champion, you just want to do things at your level. So yeah, it's true, because not too many people have goals and aspirations. So people just want to have a good job, have a good apartment, and they are good to go. But there are many other people that have big dreams, they accomplish this and they are looking to move on to the next thing. So it's actually good to talk about You talk about your career goals, so you have a good understanding of
Yeah.
what you're dealing with in the
Exactly.
future.
And I would like to say that everybody's goal, everybody's aspiration is actually valid. So if you want to like remain, you just want a small life, you just want to get your apartment, serve God, have your wife, your beautiful children, it's valid. If you're a kind of person that wants to travel everywhere, check this, check that, go for this, your dreams are valid. But the issue is that the Bible says that can two work together except they be agreed.
Yeah.
So if you don't talk about your goals or aspirations, which might even change on the long run, you are limiting the person from broadening their mind and expecting what and imagining what they should expect in the future. So for example, if my goal is maybe I want to be a stay-at-home mom, soft life, oga wife kind of thing, and he wants a kind of a woman that goes to work, comes back, is goal oriented, is this. If we are dating and we are in that fun fear, but when we get married, marriage just exposes you, like see finishes to enter. After a while you will get tired and you start lashing out. Also, if you are somebody that you are dreaming high and your partner is dreaming low, you might see the person that, oh, this person might slow me down with my journey. So it's not even a good thing to take to the next step. So discuss your goals, discuss your careers. Do you want to be locally known? Do you want to be an international person? Discuss your career so that the person can help you. So that you can help your partner to
even in planning also.
Yeah.
Because you have to discuss about your future. When you're married, it helps. When you have someone you can share your ideas with and share your aspirations with, it helps. So you can plan better and work towards the future.
So the other thing that we discussed about was, this one is not really, is it a big deal?
It is for every man. For every man, it is. It's a big deal.
So we talked about food and we talked about house chores. We are coming from different backgrounds. The way they cook rice in his house might not be the way they cook rice in my house. The way they cook beans in his house might not be the way they cook beans in my house, like on a lighter note. The mindset and the notion they have about food in their house might not be the mindset that I have about food. And food is something that is, you do it every day. Like we eat every day in this house and we eat the same food at all times. So we had a conversation about food. What are the major things? What are the important things for you when it comes to food? What are the important things for me? What are the things you like? What are the things you don't like? What are the things that you like that are harming you? That I believe that, oh, I can step in and help you to caution this. Yeah. So we had that conversation. What do you believe in? Fresh food, refrigerated food, stay at home and eat, or go out to eat? Yeah. Those conversations, because some people like fresh food and their point is valid. Some people don't mind bulk cooking and microwaving it and eat. For us now, we don't mind bulk cooking for soups and stews, but we mind bulk cooking for rice, spaghetti, and also what we do is like we freeze our soup and our stews and we cook each meal, we cook it fresh. That is what works for us. But if we add that idea, I had the idea that why can't you bring out the food and microwave? It's going to be a big fight. So have conversations about food, have conversations about house chores. And conversations about house chores, it's not like you must be the one to clean.
It's not like delegating.
It's not like you'll be sweeping, you must be the one to clean. But conversations like, what do you genuinely enjoy doing at home? What do I genuinely enjoy doing at home? For example, I don't enjoy laundry. Like, I don't enjoy doing laundry, washing clothes, folding the clothes, even putting the clothes back into the wardrobe. It's not something.
True.
Anything that has to do with clothes, I don't.
So we have to find a way around that. So it's good that we understood that part, so it was easy for us to just decide, okay.
For example, you have been shouting, go put your clothes inside the wardrobe for 2 days.
So it's
and I have not answered you.
It's just good. So it helps us to just plan for the marriage, okay. For laundry, okay, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So she enjoys to cook, I enjoy washing dishes, I enjoy cleaning the toilets. So I don't have an issue as long as there's water involved. I love to play with water. As long as there's water, there's soap, just leave me there. I can be there for a very long time.
Lord, I thank you for this revelation.
So I don't have a problem with that. So, and she loves to cook, she cleans. So we didn't delegate, As long as we understood our strengths and our weaknesses, it was easy for us to just come in and assist in terms of weaknesses. Okay, I know she doesn't like this. Okay, I just try to come in and just help. So
and also I'd like to say, have an open mind when your partner is discussing this conversation with you. So some people feel like, how will a lady not like washing, or how will a lady say she doesn't like sweeping, or how will a man say he does not like this? That is who they are. Genuinely opening up to you. So have an open mind. Don't just come with your judgmental self and say, every woman should, every man should, because this will help you guys to gel more, to relate more. If this man is not around and I do bulk cooking, if I wash all those dishes like this, I'm spent out, I'm tired. But it's something he does effortlessly. He will even be doing it and be singing and be watching, but I'm like, uncle, well done. But you see, sweeping, mopping, all those things, me, I don't find, it's not a big deal for me. So genuinely discuss about the house chores you like. So you are not even judging somebody. You don't come home and see maybe your clothes, maybe your wife hasn't arranged the clothes in the wardrobe and you're now angry with her. Why didn't you do this? Blah, 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 blah. You already know that she can do it too, but she doesn't really like it. And the fact that you don't like doing something does not mean
you should not dwell on that fact.
That you kuku know that I do not like nobody.
So you just hands off.
No, we are both balancing ourselves, and I feel like marriage is all about selflessness. So discuss it, but be there when the person is not there to pick up the ball. But the last thing we talked about is
about kids.
Okay.
About kids and parenting.
It's
actually very important. You must know, okay, is this the number of kids you want to have? Is this the interval between the kids we want to have? Is this how we want our kids to be trained? Is this how we want them to be disciplined? The kind of school they want to go to, the standard of living. Just some basic things.
And like sorry, I feel like you should also have conversations like, do you want to have kids? Because some people genuinely don't want to have kids for whatever reason, and the fact that they don't want to have kids doesn't mean that they are bad people. It's just, the only problem is if he wants to have kids and I don't want, or if I don't want to have kids and he wants kids, that is where the issue will come. So during discussion about the sex of the children, if I give birth to one sex, it's a big deal for you if you have all female and all male children.
We have people that keep giving birth until they get that male child.
Or no matter the sex, will stop at the designated number. Although with this conversation, it we went back and forth. It took a long time. The names of the children also, he is more concerned about the short forms of the name, how they are pronounced, because he doesn't want his children to get bullied. Maybe your child is, maybe the short form is Mopo, and maybe they are calling your child Mopol, but the child is asking, Daddy, am I a Mopol in school? Kids stuff like that. But I was more concerned with what is the meaning of this name, because it's the meaning that will go a long way in the child's life. So, but after much negotiation, we were able to come to the conclusion that we can have a name that will have a good meaning, and will also have a good short form. So have conversations about the name. Do you believe in spanking your children? Do you believe in just correcting them gently? The interval, as I said, the kind of school you want them to go, the kind of life you want them to have, the kind of friends you want them to keep, and all of that. So I believe that with these little conversations that we have spoken about, I believe that it will help you to have things to discuss about while dating.
Not just talking about life issues, sports, and other things.
Like talk about real issues that will follow you to your marriage and will actually affect your marriage. So if you watched the end of this video, thank you. Please do well to subscribe if you have not. Please like, please comment on conversations you also had while dating your spouse and you are seeing the reward in your marriage. Thank you so much, guys. Till next time. Bye.